Hi, I'm Jen,
And I'm Craig.
and this is the Knot Project, and we have not done a video in several weeks. Life's just been crazy, and honestly, I think neither one of us has really felt much like doing a video. Grief goes on and on and on, it seems, and it's just been hard. And so anyway, but the good news is that we have started leading our community group that meets every week from our church, and we decided they asked us if we would pilot a marriage curriculum that we had been writing. And so last week was the first week, and it's a 12-week program, a 12-week series, and last week was called Marriage, Shouldn't This Be Private? And so what we're planning on doing is kind of giving y'all a little taste of what we're doing in our community group. And the whole point of our church is North Point here in Austin and Cedar Park, and it's very focused on community and living authentically with one another, letting people in, coming around and being able to support each other. And I think a lot of times though that people think, well, what happens between us should just stay between us. It's our issue, it's our problem. We should either be able to figure it out or not. And so what we want to try to do is start this conversation about why it's so important to have community in our marriage, that it is vital, and we cannot do this on our own. And so we kind of came up with 3 different levels of help that community can provide. And the middle one is kind of where we are, just to throw that in there. Craig can talk about that. The first level of help that we need as in our marriages, I think, especially when there's times of crisis, is tangible help. We were so blessed that when we were going back and forth from Houston when Craig's mom was dying, that friends would come in our house and leave meals for us. They would offer to take our kids so that we could have some time to just decompress and grieve. And I think you grieve differently around your kids sometimes than you do around each other. But they would just hands-on, like if my kids needed rides or whatever we needed, they were there to step up and fill in that gap when we couldn't. So the second type of help is...
I forgot what it was.
Encouragement.
Thanks. So she encourages me to remember often. So I just remember the third one. I can remember the second one. But anyway, yes, we all need encouragement. Encouragement comes in different manners and different modes depending on who you are and what you are and where your marriage is. I think that for you, there's 2 things about encouragement. One, you have to be open to receive it. We used to play this game in our youth group called Face the Music, where you'd sit around with a group of people, and the person who was turn it was, everyone around the table would go and say something nice about that person, and the only thing you could say in response to it was thank you. You couldn't say, oh no, I'm really not, or you couldn't refute it, or you couldn't even say anything other than thank you for the compliment. And I think that it's hard for us sometimes to ask for help because we feel like to ask and be rejected is very, very hurtful. And so we're not sure, we don't trust that people will provide in our time of need. And then secondly, we don't feel we deserve it. And I think both of those things are absolutely not true. Yes, it's true that some people have a hard time showing up, but that's not everybody. And there are countless examples of a call for help going out and people showing up. And secondly, everyone deserves help, regardless of their situation, regardless of how they got in that situation, or their attitude while they're in that situation. Everyone deserves help. So I think that we, as people and as the church, both with ourselves and with the unchurched, need to be able to model this behavior of one. God calls us to minister to one another and to provide food and meals, but also there's the emotional support, and that's kind of what we're getting at, is that it needs to be something that you come out of your heart and spoken in truth and love, and then if you're the person receiving it, receive it. It's a gift, and you wouldn't want to reject a gift that someone spent a lot of time trying to give for you. So, and then thirdly is...
Well, just before we get on to the third one, I think especially if you're in ministry or in leadership, you kind of, at least for me, I kind of think, well, I should know how to do this. I should know how to go through grief. I should know I need to pray, or I need to whatever. Grief is just messy, and I think that it's been so hard to just be like, life sucks right now. It is so hard, and I keep going and going and going. And yesterday was the first day that I actually, I did all my chores and all my work so that on Saturday I could sit on the couch and watch football with Craig. And it was great. It was hard, and it was great. And then I realized this is the first time I've just sat and relaxed and rested, and I haven't been doing that because I don't want to grieve. Because it's just so painful and it's so hard, and I think we grieve in different ways. I just keep busy, keep going, because if I stop, then I feel. And I think Craig is more I'm going to relax and be distracted and just kind of go over here and numb in this way, but both are numbing. And so for y'all, for our community group, whatever, we do need encouragement to just say, yes, it's hard, and to validate, yes, this sucks. But we are here with you, and we will sit with you, we will cry with you, we will just understand if you don't feel like you normally feel or whatever. But it's so important that, when Hurricane Harvey hit and we did that video about when you need rescue, right now you're in a season of either needing rescue or being able to rescue. And both are so vital. And if you need rescue but you're not used to being rescued, it's a practice to develop receiving that, whether you're receiving help, receiving encouragement, whatever form it is. Just be listening. God, am I in a place where I need rescue, or are you calling me to be a rescuer to someone who may not even be asking for help, but just needs someone to sit there with them, And then the last thing is, sometimes we are in spaces where we need professional help, and rescue comes, or help comes in form of professional counseling, or reaching out to a pastor or a counselor or someone. There's just no shame in that. God really loves marriage and loves you, and wants you to use whatever is available to you to make it through this hard time. So whatever your community looks like, whether you just need someone to tangibly help you, whether you need another couple or a friend to come alongside you and encourage you in a powerful way, or whether you need to go see a counselor, whatever that community looks right now, it is so worth it to be real and vulnerable and authentic with that community, because that is what may just end up saving your marriage. I mean, that's how, yeah.
Yeah. So, I hope you guys realize that a lot of these are kind of unscripted. we have we talk about it beforehand and kind of get a broad outline, but things just kind of come out in these videos. So we hope that makes them a bit more accessible and less
that we have all the answers and we're telling you how to do life.
No, we don't.
So we're telling you we need encouragement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not fishing for compliments, but I think that...
It's not compliments. It's like willingness to just be like, dude, it's so hard, and it's okay that you're still grieving.
Yeah. But we just, we really care about marriage, and we care about the church, and we care about the unchurched in particular. And we just want to do our part to help out any way we can. Yeah. So that's the point of these videos, if you've ever asked that question.
Yeah, if you're new here.
Yeah. But we hope to get some more out here in the next few weeks.
Yep.
As life kind of hopefully gets into some sort of rhythm.
But we appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.